Good morning, Marie-Louise. Honored guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the third undergraduate commencement ceremony of the American University of Armenia. This is a special day of celebration for faculty, students, parents, and all the organizations and individuals who have worked towards the establishment and growth of this institution. The American University of Armenia was founded in 1991 against all odds. Armenia had recently suffered a destructive earthquake, it was at war, and a country was blockaded. Nevertheless, due to the vision, hard work, and sacrifices of several individuals, these difficulties were overcome, and the university was founded on September 21, 1991, the same day that Armenia declared independence. These individuals are recognized on the Founders Wall next to the Akin Gallery in our Paramas Avitisyan building. We are fortunate to have several members of our Board of Trustees who, together with Dr. Mihran Akbabian, Mrs. Louise Manoukian-Simon, and myself, were the co-founders of the university. Sadly, earlier this year, we lost both Mihran Akbabian and Louise Manoukian-Simon. I will say more about them later in this program. As most of you know, I will be retiring at the end of this month. In fact, this is the last time that I preside the AUA commencement ceremony. I want you to know that it has been an honor and a privilege for me to lead this fine university while you were the students here. Seeing you in the hallways, in the classrooms and auditoria, having conversations with you individually or in groups, having lunch in the cafeteria along with you, and observing your intellectual growth and advancement have been the brightest moments of my service to AUA. We achieved many accomplishments during the past 5 years, completing the undergraduate program, launching 3 new programs, growing the university nearly threefold, enhancing our financial sustainability, and developing new facilities such as the Student Union are some of the examples. For these, I owe a debt of gratitude to my colleagues, both faculty and staff, to our Board of Trustees, to our donors, and to you, our students, who have been good beneficiaries and stewards of these programs and facilities. My years as the president of AUA will always remain as the highest point of my professional life. Replacing me as the 5th president of AUA will be Dr. Karen Martinez, who will assume her post on July 1. Dr. Martinez has an impressive background that includes academic positions in top universities both in the US and in Sweden. She completed her doctorate in analytical chemistry at Stockholm University in 1984, after which she started her research career at Brigham Young University in Utah as a postdoctoral fellow, then as a research assistant, and associate director. She also served as a visiting professor at Stanford University. In May 1990, she returned to Sweden as a chair professor and dean of chemistry and chemical engineering at Uppsala University. 14 years later, in May 2004, she became Vice Director General of Vinnova, the Swedish innovation agency. Subsequently, Dr. Martinez was selected as president of Chalmers University of Technology, and since 2015, she serves as the chair of the Scientific Council for Sustainable Development under the Swedish government. She's a member of the Nobel Prize Nomination Committee and author of numerous articles and monographs. We are fortunate Dr. Martinez is with us today. Dr. Martinez, may I ask that you please stand to be recognized. Please. Thank you. We are sure that under your leadership, the university will achieve new heights and will make an even bigger impact in Armenia and its region. I would like to take a few minutes to express our gratitude to other individuals and organizations that have made the dream of AUA a reality and have played significant roles in its achievement. The American University of Armenia is the product of a partnership between the Armenian General Government, the Armenian General Benevolent Union, and the University of California. Despite the significant political and economic changes occurring in Armenia during the period 1989 to 1991, the Ministry of Education and Science delivered its unwavering assistance, facilitating steps and removing hurdles in founding the university. This support continues today. As in previous years, this year too, our students have benefited from ministry's programs for socially vulnerable students, disabled students, students from borderline villages, as well as students of deceased servicemen. This year, in addition, we've had students supported through the Pativ UNEM program. AUA students, alumni, faculty, and staff owe a great deal to the generous support of the Armenian General Benevolent Union. The president of AGBU in 1991, Mrs. Louise Manoukian-Simon, was instrumental in the founding of the university, and she served as a vital role as a member of the Board of Trustees for many years, as has her successor, AGBU's current president, Mr. Ber Setrakian. May I ask Mr. Setrakian to stand to be recognized once again. You have two roles, so twice standing is fine. The University of California has supported AU from the very beginning by providing academic and administrative guidance. AUA and the University of California are joined by an affiliation agreement that has brought the active participation of University of California officials in service to AUA, including the chair of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Lawrence Pitts, who is the former provost and executive vice president for academic affairs of the University of California. I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Lawrence Pitts to read a greeting from the president of the University of California. Dr. Pitts.
The AUA Board of Trustees wants to introduce a tiny moment of sadness on this wonderful day of joy that we all have at being at commencement over the passing of two of our founding trustees that you've heard about so much, Dr. Miran Akbabian, a founding trustee and the first president, Mrs. Louise Manoukian-Simon, an enormous supporter of the university and one of our original trustees, to which the Board of Trustees and faculty, students, staff at AUA are eternally grateful. So our sadness, but our appreciation for their remarkable contributions to AUA. In my official role, the regents, officers, and faculties of the University of California send cordial greetings to the American University of Armenia on the occasion of its third undergraduate commencement ceremony and 27th graduate commencement ceremony. The university community of learning extends warmest congratulations to graduates and their families on this joyous occasion, and all good wishes for success in the years ahead. Given this 8th day of June, 2019, signed Janet Napolitano, President of the University of California. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Pitts. AUA has also received significant assistance from the government of the United States. This assistance has been provided to us through our Partners in Development, U.S. Agency for International Development. In the last 27 years, we have enhanced and grown our facilities threefold with modern classrooms, auditoria, offices, and other facilities. Our new student union, faculty center, and amphitheater opened in September. We remain deeply grateful to the American Schools and Hospitals Abroad program of the U.S. Agency for International Development for its continued support of the university. The USAID Armenia is represented here today by Mr. Nick Higgins, USAID Armenia's Supervisory Program Officer. Thank you for your presence. Next, I would like to pay a special tribute to the exceptional dedication and commitment of the AUA faculty during the past year. They're always there to support, advise, and mentor our students, and they serve the university, the public, and their professions in many different and significant ways. May I ask the faculty please stand up to be recognized. Thank you for this long applause. It's indicative of the love you have for your faculty. I would also like to recognize my colleagues on the executive team, including Provost Randall Rhodes and Vice President Ashot Hazarian and Gebor Boyunian. I would also like to acknowledge the important role of our staff, from those who keep our facilities clean and well maintained, to those who provide support services to our students, such as admissions, registration, library, academic support, and co-curricular programming, career development, accounting, and IT and communication services, and those who plan events such as this commencement ceremony. Their hard work provides a nurturing environment for study and scholarship. Let's thank the administrative staff for all their efforts. Graduates, it is safe to say that not one of you would be here today were it not for the hard work and sacrifice of the people sitting in the back of this auditorium today. Your families, your parents, and your spouses. The success of your education efforts has depended on their continued sacrifices. I'm now going to ask all of the families to stand up, please. Խնդրում եմ մեր շրջանավարտների ծնողներին, ամուսիններին և կանանց ոտքի կանգնել։ Սիրելիներ, շատ շնորհակալ ենք այս 4 տարիների ընթացքում մեր ուսանողներին ձեր հոգատար աջակցության համար։ Վստահ ենք, որ առանց ձեր մշտական օգնության և զողությունների նրանք չէին կարողանա հաղթահարել Հայաստանի ամերիկյան համալսարանի ուսուցման դժվարին ծրագիրը։ Karnik and Ani Yakupian, Dr. and Mrs. Lawrence Pitts, Mr. Michael Akbabian, Dr. and Mrs. Nubar and Tracy Uzunian, Dr. and Mrs. Francois and Suzy Antunian, Mr. and Mrs. Albert Terry and Terry Bestian, Mr. and Mrs. David Essayan and Susan Jerian, Dr. and Mrs. Chris Mizayan and Pamela Asher, Mr. and Mrs. Greg and Lena Sarkisian, SGS Charitable Trust, Kashian Family Foundation, and Mr. Yervan Chekichian, and many others. This could go on. Their contributions and those of numerous other donors have made it possible to operate this university and to launch important educational initiatives that otherwise would not have been possible. During their studies, this graduating class scored a number of important achievements. Your commencement booklet provides a summary. I would like to highlight just a few. Anait Andriasian and Alisa Chalakian from PAB program founded the Chef National Development Foundation aimed at recording women's unemployment in Armenia. Marta Katolian from BAB program won a scholarship from International Auditor Magazine Scholarship for her essay titled The Use of AI in Business. BAB seniors conducted market research for Kilikia, Marriott Hotels, Melantic, KFC, Soho, Children of Armenia Fund, Armenia Tree Project, and 2 sectorial studies. Arpine Haroyan from English and Communications won 2nd place in the I Am the Media competition. Kakik Papikian, let's hold the applause to the end. Kakik Papikian from Computer Science won the silver at 4th International Foreign Language Olympiad among CIS cadets in 2018 as a member of a team of students representing Armenia. Kakik Papikian and David Chatons from Computer Science are our first graduates to have received scholarships in the framework of a tripartite project between AGPU, the Armenian Minister of Defense, and the AUA. Upon graduation, they will enrich the ranks of the officers of the Armenian Army. I would like to ask the students to stand up and be recognized, wherever you are. I'd like to stress that these are achievements only by the graduating students. Some of the achievements, just a selection. Class of 2019, you are to be congratulated for your achievements in earning bachelor's degrees. You have worked hard, acquired knowledge and skills, and most importantly, have opened your minds for critical thinking and lifelong learning. This is your day, and we want you to enjoy it and be proud of your accomplishments. But also remember the path that allowed you to be in this privileged position here today. As you go forward with your future plans, think of ways to give back to your families, communities, your country, and your nation. Continue to be involved in civic activities. Volunteer your services. Take leadership positions to bring positive change and contribute your time and money to good causes. Most of all, be owners of your country. As for your university, we hope you will become an active member of the AUA Alumni Association. In fact, due to the recent momentous changes in which you yourselves had a role, you have, as fellow AUA alumni, the Republic of Armenia's Deputy Minister of Education and Science, Arabic Anapiosyan, the Chair of the Parliament Standing Committee on Financial Credit and Budgetary Affairs, Mane Tandilyan, and the Secretary of the National Security Council, Armen Grigoryan, among many other high-ranking government officials. Keep in touch with your fellow alumni, come back and attend seminars and lectures, mentor the new generation of students, and participate in the university events and programs. 6 years ago, something important happened. Upon the occasion of the 20th anniversary of the first class of 1993, an Alumni Scholarship Endowment Fund was established. Subsequent classes of alumni added to this endowment. The endowment now stands at more than $160,000. In September, subsequent graduating classes will celebrate their anniversaries and will further add to this endowment. So far, 8 students have received the Alumni Scholarship. This is a beautiful concept. Students graduate, go on to become successful in their careers, and then they help other students with the cost of their education. This cycle goes on and on, helping the education of generation after generation of young people. Class of 2019, I hope you will be highly successful in your careers and will come back to support the education of future students in this university. My warm congratulations and best wishes to you and your families. Every commencement we have a keynote speaker. Our commencement address today will be delivered by Mr. Zaven Akyan, who is a member of the Board of Trustees of AUA and chair of its Finance Committee. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Integra Technologies and Chair and Chief Executive Officer of Fluidyne Fluid Power Incorporated. He founded Integra Technologies in 1998 and oversaw its growth from from 4 founding engineers to the world's premier supplier of high-power RF microwave transistors, modules, and power amplifiers. Today, Integra transistors form the technology platform of most air traffic control radars in the United States, Europe, China, and Russia. When seeing planes flying overhead, Mr. Akyan is assured that his company's technologies keep them safe in flight. In 1999, Mr. Akyan acquired Fluidyne Fluid Power, a diversified manufacturer of industrial pumps and valves, which is managed now by his son-in-law Brent on behalf of the family. Mr. Akyan has founded and acquired several other notable companies, including Western Filter Corporation, which designed and manufactured hydraulic filtration systems for commercial and defense aerospace applications. The company's principal customers include a remarkable list, including U.S. Armed Forces, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Rolls-Royce, General Dynamics, Airbus, and many others. Mr. Akyan marked an important milestone in 2006 when Western Filter was awarded a life-exclusive agreement to supply hydraulic filtration systems to Boeing 787 Dreamliner. Mr. Zaven Akyan and his wife, Sonia, have been generous supporters of numerous Armenian and non-Armenian institutions, both in the United States and in Armenia. At the AUA, they have established the Akyan Scholarship, which has benefited hundreds of students. You can see in the program partial list for this year. They have also provided through AUA scholarships for hundreds of students in other universities. We are proud that the Zaven and Sonia Akyan name adorns our Akyan Art Gallery and the Zaven and Sonia Akyan College of Science and Engineering, for which they have established a large endowment. Behind the outer shell of an engineer and believer of exactness beats the heart of a true patriot, a warm and sensitive man, a believer in education, who has extended and continues to extend to the students of Armenia the hand that he had missed when he first started his education. Mr. Akyan is a recipient of the Medal of Gratitude by the state order issued by the President of Armenia. In recognition of his selfless patronage of the Armenian Church and sustained support for the cultural development of Armenians, His Holiness Catholicos Karakin II conferred on Mr. Akyan the Order of St. Gregory the Illuminator on September 2012. It is my distinct pleasure to invite Mr. Akyan to the podium.
President Gorelian, members of the Board of Trustees, graduates, esteemed guests, faculty, staff, family, and friends, I am humbled to be standing at this podium, speaking to all of you. Dear Mr. President, I am profoundly honored and touched at having been asked to address your last commencement. I want to extend my sincere appreciation to your faculty, administrators, and staff for their contribution in fostering AUA to such high standards of learning. This is not in my script. I've got two surprises today. The first surprise is that I didn't expect to listen to my eulogy. The second surprise is that I still believe that I'm alive. Dear graduating students, congratulations to you all. Your life is full of exciting promise to yourself, to Armenia, and to the entire world. You rightfully feel elated today after working so tirelessly over the last 4 years. Don't you think it is time to be recognized and feel excited at having reached this important stage of your life? Don't we all? Now, I would like to ask all AUA graduating students to stand up. Graduates, please stand up. Now, please turn around to face behind you and to the podium, behind me to the podium. Please turn around and face behind you. Graduates, please join me in giving a great round of applause to thank your parents and families, your teachers, friends, and supporters who have helped you achieve this milestone in your life. Let's do so. Isn't that wonderful? I assure you that this won't be the last time that you will thank these people. There will be many times in the future when you will remember this day and appreciate what these people have meant to you. I say so from experience. Okay, you may sit down. And please listen to some additional words that I would like to share with you. As I was preparing for today, I thought back on my high school and college graduations and how grateful I was for all the people who helped me get there. I realized what a privilege it was to receive a high-quality education. Education is the foundation upon which I built my life. It has been the key. This is why I, along with my wife Sonia, she had a heart attack yesterday, and I'm getting emotional. Have been passionate supporters of AUA since its humble beginnings in 1991. I'm so proud of AUA today, and even more proud to see how AUA has helped shaping you in high-quality graduates. In addition to academics, you've learned how to work hard, to persevere, to get back up when you're knocked down, and to face challenges head-on. You must know that it is a rare privilege to graduate from the caliber of a university that AUA is. Indeed, this diploma that you will receive today is a privilege. Now the punchline. With such privilege comes a unique responsibility. The impact you will make on your country or outside of it will be felt clearly. This is true whether you enter the workforce, you will receive more degrees, enter the civil service, or start a business, become a doctor, engineer, artist, or other professional. Many commencement speeches advise graduates to go and change the world. And this would have been very appropriate for a class graduating in the 1990s. But the world you are graduating into is already changing so fast. In fact, changes are happening exponentially such that they are disrupting technologies, industries, and even societies. One can hardly keep up with all the accelerating changes that are happening abroad and soon in Armenia. So, wouldn't you rather ask the following question? What do I need to do to reap the best advantage from these rapid changes for myself, my community, my country, and even better, the world? As you begin a new journey in your life, as you follow road signs that lead you for new destinies, all the lessons of the last 4 years of AUA will help guide you forward. As someone who has walked this road, I'd like to share with you some lessons I've learned over the last 50 years that I hope will be of help. In particular, I'd like to focus on only 3 critical lessons that I believe will serve you well, especially in this changing world. My first message is about continuous pursuit of knowledge, its application to things that matter, and the experience we derive from it. You will not go very far in life based on what you already know. You will have to advance in life by what you're going to learn after you leave here. Education doesn't stop after you graduate from AUA. We're living in an era in which we must take massive amounts of data and information and curate them into useful knowledge to help us manage the competition of the digital world we're living. Now, machines are displacing not only blue-collar workers, but white-collar as well. They're getting smarter with artificial intelligence. How do we deal with this phenomenon? Knowledge and experience are valuable and have a place in our lives. The difficulty lies in the fact that many of us don't know how to apply effectively such knowledge and the experience we will derive. We often perceive that knowledge itself will set us free and feel secured in our life. But we must be clear and consciously aware that the way our minds are engaged may be important to getting the most out of knowledge through appropriate wisdom and application of such knowledge. To make this point, let me quote one of the greatest industrialists who ever existed. Henry Ford said the following, and I quote, "If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man will have in this world is change their position, thus saving the company from a financial disaster." 15 months later, I was able to convince the IRS favorably on the case, and to all of our surprise, we received a tax refund in the millions. I hope this illustrates how such research knowledge, the experience of applying that knowledge in an effective way, and having the insight in using proper channels would move you forward in your life. It did to me in a considerable way by disproving all experts' arguments and wrong decisions. Wouldn't you thus overcome any threat, even from artificial intelligence? Remember that acquiring knowledge is only valuable when you distill and judge that information. Lesson number 1 is that the truest form of learning, all these 3 attributes quoted by Henry Ford, and understanding how they each contribute to the quality and experience of life. My second message is about life planning. The Armenian genocide left my father in an orphanage at the age of 9. The orphanage released him at the age of 15, and through the next 50 years of hard work and perseverance, he became a rather successful businessman in Beirut. Question: Did he plan his life while in orphanage? You know the answer. When I was your age, my aunt and family members would ridicule me for wasting my time with pursuing a degree in mathematics and physics. And even more so, when I enrolled at UCLA for the master's program in applied mathematics. I had no plan in my life, while all my relatives would tell me that I would be useless. My parents didn't have the educational background to defend my choice of academic pursuit. My advice to you, avoid life plans. There is no way you can imagine what your future will bear in terms of opportunities and changes. We're living in a digital world of continuous change and seeing the disruption of so many industries and professions. You will be presented with so many unlimited opportunities and possibilities, even in Armenia. It won't make sense to restrict yourself to a specific plan. Life should be about experiencing everything the world has to offer, both good and bad. This includes taking some risks and doing some things spontaneously, not planning out every minute of the rest of your life. After 10 years in ascending executive positions, I decided to quit the corporate life with no plans for my future, except to search and acquire a small manufacturing company that I would run. I gave up our house, my corporate perks, and moved my wife and 2 children in a small apartment. For 15 months, I did odd jobs in consulting in the Los Angeles area to bring food to my family. I finally found a very small defense ordnance manufacturing company. It was practically bankrupt, risky investment. The night before I had to sign the purchase agreement, invest all our life savings, including the proceeds from the sale of our house, I felt so tormented that I kissed my wife and children in their deep sleep, and I prayed for them and said, "I'm sorry if I would let you down. God bless you." I felt convinced that having acquired enough knowledge from school and after school experience and ability to manage a business, all combined with seeking an aggressive opportunity that came along, will fit the classic example of a future success. Indeed, it did. You will always come across to special opportunities, but you must always analyze your strength and ability to overcome the odds to make the right move. Opportunities will come along. Lesson number 2 is with the knowledge and experience that you acquire, you must be prepared to jump at the right time. Yes, luck is important. But what good is luck if you're not prepared to grab the opportunity with the appropriate knowledge and wisdom? You will most likely let that lucky opportunity pass by you for lack of confidence. And if you grab a lucky opportunity without proper preparation, you may fail. My third message is about character building. Your character will be constantly challenged as you leave AUA and as you travel on your chosen path. As a nation, the Velvet Revolution of last year was the manifest of the need to change the fabric of our society in Armenia. You graduates were a part of that manifest, and you effectively validated the imperative nature of changing the character in this respect. That was historic, and we congratulate you. The American Heritage Dictionary defines character as moral or ethical strength, integrity, and fortitude. Character is who we are at our core as individuals, community, and nation. Character is dynamic, not static. I was born in Beirut, Lebanon, and I don't believe that my character today is the same as it was when I was 15 or 20 or even 50. It evolved through the years in different environments of schools, corporate environments, marriage, and so on. We will be forced to reevaluate and renew our character again and again. Tomorrow, as you enter a new chapter in your life, take responsibility for who you are and we were rewarded for it. You can't buy this type of character building. You earn it. Lesson number 3 is to become a person of unwavering character who behaves ethically, has integrity, and handles situations with honesty. I cannot stress enough how important it is for you to become a person of character. Each one of you has an obligation to act in ways that build rather than diminishes our character. We also must build the character of those around us. We must say what we mean and meaning what we say. All of us here today believe that you have emerged wiser and stronger from adversity and setbacks during these last 4 years at AUA. That means that you've acquired the proper knowledge, the tools to use such knowledge, and you are ever after secure in your ability to survive. Dear graduates, right now, let's leave the life planning and the future to tomorrow. Tonight, we will celebrate and don't have to plan. Let's show our gratitude and appreciation to our families and faculty who supported us along the way. To be humbled by the honor you shall receive, to be proud of what you have accomplished and achieved, and to honor the end of this experience, for it is but a breathtaking beginning. Graduating class of 2019, congratulations.
Thank you, Zaven. Thank you very much for this inspiring talk. Knowing how successful he is and what an influence he has in his profession, I would take his advice very seriously. I recommend that. I would like now to invite our first student speaker.
Եվ մարդկային հարաբերությունների մասին մտածելիս հաճախ մտապատկերում եմ մի մեծ փազլ, շատ փոքրիկ կտորներից կազմված։ Փազլի յուրաքանչյուր կտոր մի մարդ է։ Ես եմ, դու ես, մյուսը։ Փազլի ընդհանուր գեղեցկությունն ու հետաքրքրությունը կախված է փոքրիկ մասերի անհատական գույներից։ Պատկերացրեք, եթե բոլոր կտորները ունենային նույն գույնը եւ նույն երանգը։ Փազլը անհետաքրքիր եւ ձանձրացնող կլիներ։ Մինչդեռ յուրահատուկ եւ գունավոր կտորներից հնարավոր է սքանչելի պատկերներ ստանալ։ Կյանքում մեր գույնը եւ տեղը գտնելու համար մենք անցնում ենք տարբեր փուլեր, որոնցից մեկն էր ամերիկյան համալսարանում ուսանելու մեր վերջին 4 տարիներն էին։ 4 տարիներ, որոնք լի էին թե սպասված եւ թե անսպասելի բացահայտումներով։ Հենց այս 4 տարիների ընթացքում էվոլյուցիա ապրելով մենք վերածվեցինք նյարդայնացնող ֆրեշմեններից նյարդայնացած սինիորների։ Ավելին, այս 4 տարիների ընթացքում մենք վերապրեցինք պատերազմ հիշեցնող 8 registration-ներ եւ մենք արեցինք դա։ Ավելին, մենք տիրապետեցինք 2000 հոգով մեկ շղթայված ստեպլեր օգտագործելու նուրբ արվեստին։ Իսկ այդ դասախոսների կողմից պատահականության սկզբունքով կազմած խմբերում մենք ձեռք բերեցինք իրական աշխատավայրի փորձառություն եւ ինչ խոսք, մի շարք նյարդային խնդիրներ։ Բայց կարևոր է նաեւ նշել, որ վերջին 4 տարիների ընթացքում ամերիկյան համալսարանը հանձինս մեր դասախոսների մեզ հնարավորություն է ընձեռել որակյալ կրթություն ստանալու, զարգանալու, նոր հետաքրքրություններ ձեռք բերելու եւ մասնագիտական կրթությանը զուգահեռ նոր ոլորտներում մեզ մարտահրավեր նետելու եւ հաջողության հասնելու։ Համալսարանը ստեղծել է մի միջավայր, որտեղ յուրաքանչյուրս հնարավորություն է ունեցել խոսելու եւ լսվելու, քննելու, ընդունված պրակտիկան հարցի տակ դնելու եւ սրանով իսկ նոր լուծումներ առաջարկելու։ Ավելին, ինձ եւ ինձ նման բազում ուսանողների հնարավորություն է ընձեռվել փոխանակման ծրագրով ուսանելու արտերկրում։ ձեռք բերել հարուստ միջազգային փորձ եւ տարբեր կրթական հարթակներում ներկայացնել Հայաստանը եւ ամերիկյան համալսարանը։ Եվ այսօր, այս ամենից հետո 4 տարի անց մենք կանգնած ենք այստեղ եւ շուտով պիտի ստանանք մեր դիպլոմները, ապա երջանիկ դեմքով նայենք տեսախցիկին եւ ապա վերջապես օդ շպրտենք մեր գլխարկները։ Ուստի ես ուզում եմ շնորհավորել մեզ բոլորիս։ Ավարտելուց հետո էլ կյանքի տարբեր փուլերում վստահ եմ, որ յուրաքանչյուրս մեր նախաձեռնություններով կունենանք մեր ներդրումը թե մեր եւ թե մեր հասարակության զարգացման կարևորագույն գործում։ Ուստի խոսքս ցանկանում եմ ավարտել հիշեցնելով, որ մենք բոլորս մի մեծ փազլի փոքրիկ կտորներ ենք, որոնք կարող են լինել այնքան գունավոր եւ յուրահատուկ, որքան որ ուզենանք։ Այդ իսկ պատճառով ես մաղթում եմ, որ մենք բացահայտենք ինքներս մեզ, կյանքում գտնենք մեր նպատակը եւ անենք ամեն բան այդ նպատակին հասնելու, երջանիկ լինելու եւ հնարավորինս վառ փայլելու համար։ 2019-ի շրջանավարտներ ջան, ես մեզ բոլորիս շնորհավորում եմ։
Thank you, Shoshana. Now I would like to invite our second student speaker, Anush Petrosyan, candidate of Bachelor of English and Communication. She will speak in English. Anush, yes.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of Class 2019, I would like to welcome our amazing faculty members, our distinguished guests, proud family and friends to the commencement day at AUA. Dear fellow graduates, we made it. We made it. We made it through the easiest parts of our life. Do you remember 1,517 days ago receiving the acceptance letter to AUA? I surely do remember mine. I was rolling on the floor of our living room from happiness, crying, not understanding what's going on, until I came back to the computer screen to find out I was accepted to AUA on probation. When I read it, I knew something was wrong, so I Googled it. What does probation mean? I was afraid packing my bags to move to Yerevan from my sweet hometown Dilijan. And 4 years later, I'm standing here as a valedictorian speaker, which means that AUA has proved that the cliche about hard work is real. Hard work, dedication to education, and perseverance do pay off. And for this, I think we have to thank our amazing faculty members who were always able to make education exciting for us. For example, by making us watch a movie during the class, and then of course ruining the fun, making us write reflection papers. When I look back at these 4 years, I see how much we've grown and how much we've gone through together. We were able to write those papers under the traumatic events of April War. We were able to finish our 6th semester in the streets of revolution. And we were able to pull all those all-nighters, even though we knew the deadlines weeks and months ago. But we did it. We did it all because we know that peace is possible only through education. We did it because we know democracy, justice, and human rights are only possible when there is an educated society. And we did it. And we did it because we knew that one day we were going to be asked for the transcript. But honestly, it does not matter what grades we have written in the transcript, but what matters is that wherever we go, whatever we become, a president, an actor, a scientist, a journalist, we never lose the humanity in ourselves. And what matters is that we never stop fighting for a better world, which I am sure we will keep on doing. I bet you all remember This Is Water speech from freshman English class, 2015. David Foster Wallace said, "Liberal arts education does not teach you what to think, but how to think." 4 years later, as we finally learned how to think, it is the time for us to go to the next step and start doing it. Because we have proved we can. Because we have proved that our voices matter. And today we will throw those caps in the air, walk out, and make the voices of AUA students heard. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. I would like to thank both of our valedictorians for their inspiring speeches and for being such good models of the kind of graduates that we aspire to produce. Thank you very much. As every year, we make this statement on our financial policy. We want the parents, students, everyone remember this and also let their friends, families know. The university's financial aid program continues to expand thanks to many generous individuals and corporate donors. I would like to stress our policy that no academically qualified student who is admitted will ever be denied an education at AUA because of inability to pay the tuition. AUA is a full need and need-blind institution of higher learning, placing its commitment to the accessibility of education in a very small category of U.S. institutions of higher education. I would like to thank all of our donors who provide scholarships in support of our students. Each year, we award 2 Teaching Excellence Prizes to our faculty on a competitive basis. Faculty and students nominate candidates, and a committee of the faculty selects the winners. Each year, we also award faculty research initiation grants on competitive basis, again selected by a committee of the faculty. These teaching prizes and research awards are made possible through the Hamayak Setrakian Endowment established by Mr. and Mrs. Ber Setrakian, and a donation specifically made for this purpose by the Sam and Silvas Simonian Foundation, which I thank them greatly. The winners of the Teaching Excellence Prize this year are Mika Hilson, Assistant Professor in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Professor Hilson is a professor in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Congratulations. The second winner is Professor Vahe Khachaturian, who's an assistant professor in the Gerald and Patricia Turpanjian School of Public Health. He will receive his award this afternoon in the graduate commencement ceremonies. We want to be even-handed. The research awards will also be given this afternoon during the graduate ceremonies. This is the 3rd year that we're presenting the AUA Presidential Commendation Award. This award recognizes and honors an individual who has made extraordinary contributions in advancing education and scholarship with special impact on Armenia. I'm very pleased to announce that the recipients of the Presidential Commendation Award this year are posthumously the late Dr. Mihran Akbabian and the late Mrs. Louise Manoukian-Simon. The university mourns the passing and at the same time celebrates the life of its co-founder and founding president, Dr. Mihran Akbabian, who was a longtime benefactor to the university and played an instrumental role in establishing and shaping the academic institution. With few resources, he established the infrastructure for a university in every sense of the word and included academic programs, offices for admissions, registrar, accounting, information and communication technologies, student council, alumni and career development office, and even the faculty senate. He organized the first graduation ceremonies in 1993 and developed relations with the government and other universities. Over the course of his 5-year tenure as founding president, Dr. Akbabian oversaw tremendous growth at AUA, which started with only 3 degree programs and 100 students in 1991, and added 4 more programs and more than tripled the student population in subsequent years. We are proud to continue his legacy, impacting the lives of many new generations to come. Born in Cyprus in 1923, Dr. Akbabian was raised in Aleppo, Syria, and studied at the American University of Beirut in Lebanon, where he received 2 bachelor degrees, one in physics and one in engineering. He continued his education in the US, earning his master's degree in engineering from California Institute of Technology and his PhD in civil engineering from the University of California at Berkeley. Dr. Akbabian founded the highly recognized consulting engineering firm Akbabian Associates and subsequently joined the faculty at the University of Southern California as chairman of the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department. Dr. Akbabian was an elected member of the U.S. National Academy of Engineering and the National Academy of Sciences of Armenia, as well as a distinguished alumnus of the University of California, Berkeley, as well as Caltech. He was the recipient of the Ellis Island Medal of Honor, the Moses Khorenatsi Medal from the President of the Republic of Armenia for exceptional achievement in educational development, the Saint Sahak Saint Mesrop Medal from His Holiness Karakin I, the Saint Mesrop Medal from His Holiness Aram I Catholicos of the See of Cilicia, and the Saint Vartan Medal from His Holiness John Peter XVIII, Catholicos of the Armenian Catholic Church. We are fortunate that Dr. Akbabian's family, including Mrs. Elizabeth Akbabian, 2 sons, Michael and Brian, and daughter-in-law, are here with us today. I would like to invite Elizabeth to receive the Presidential Commendation on behalf of her late husband. I want to stress this commendation is made of paper produced from the flowers laid at the Genocide Memorial on April 24.
Sadness and yet with pride, I do accept this award, and it is a real honor for me to have this award, and it's going to be hanging, of course, in our living room, and it will be a wonderful reminder of the work that my husband has done for the university. When we had during the founding of the American University of Armenia, the first graduation, we had on this wall that you see, it says, "A new beginning for a new generation." That was the time, it was a new beginning. And now I see the new generation here. The new generation has started, and I am so delighted to see so many graduates. I wish you success in your profession or in whatever you do after your graduation. I really thank all of you, and thank you so much.
The university also mourns the passing earlier this year of Mrs. Louise Manoukian-Simon, and at the same time celebrates her remarkable life. Born in Detroit, Michigan, to Alex and Marie Manoukian, Louise Manoukian-Simon was raised with high values of philanthropy, love for her homeland, and passion for promoting Armenian culture and heritage. She served on the board of AGBU, the world's largest non-profit organization dedicated to upholding the Armenian heritage around the world. Succeeding her father as the international president of AGBU in 1989, Manoukian-Simon had a momentous role in the founding of AUA, making the historic decision to provide funding for the university in its initial years. She continued supporting the university throughout her life. It was through her efforts that the Armenian government granted the use of this building to AUA. She also played an instrumental role in engaging the University of California in the establishment of AUA, leading to the affiliation between the two universities that continues to this date and serves as a tremendous asset for the university. In recognition of her enormous contributions to the university, the College of Business and Economics was officially named Manoukian-Simon College of Business and Economics in 2006. I must say I had to try for 2 years to convince her to allow us to put her name on the college. The AUA community remains grateful for her decisive role in the founding of the AUA and her extraordinary generosity towards the university since its inception. We are proud that her name will forever be associated with our university. Throughout her life, Manoukian-Simon received many honors, including the Ellis Island Medal of Honor, the Grigor Lusaboric Medal from His Holiness Vazgen I, the Knight of Holy Echmiadzin Pontifical Medal from His Holiness Karekin II, and the Medal of Mesrop Mashtoz by state order issued by the President of Armenia. She did not seek glory and recognition for herself. Her focus was on improving people's lives and supporting educational, cultural, and humanitarian programs throughout the world, particularly in Armenia. I'm very happy that today, Mrs. Louise Manoukian-Simon's daughter, Christine Simon, is with us. I would like to invite Ms. Simon to come and receive the Presidential Commendation on behalf of her late mother. Again, this commendation is on paper made from flowers made at the Genocide Memorial. I can hold that.
I'm really happy to be here today on behalf of my mother. AUA was a deep source of pride for her. She spoke at the first graduation, and she never failed to be impressed and pleased with the development. And we can't say that for everything that we were involved in. But, you know, my mother, the thing she looked for the most in her work was impact. She wanted to know that what she did had some impact, and she felt that AUA from the very beginning had impact because the students went forth and they took great roles in businesses and government, and she was very, very happy about that. And I think if she was here today, what she would say is, don't be afraid of taking risks. Don't be afraid of the struggle, because in the end, you will look back and that will be your greatest pride. The risks you took and the struggles that it took to get to your path. And the other thing is, of course, in our family, philanthropy has always been a guiding principle. And many today have said, give back to the causes you care about, and give back to the country. And my mother saw Armenia, a little emotional. She saw Armenia as a jewel. And she always, she believed Armenia had just limitless potential. And what I ask of you and myself in trying to carry on is that we do everything to polish this jewel so that it shines with its full brilliance. And I know, I see the possibilities, I see the future. We can get there. So.
To present their candidates for conferred degrees. So I will have to leave. So graduates, this is the time now. I would like to introduce Dr. Kanar Khachaturian, Program Chair of Bachelor of Arts in Business, and Dr. Vache Gabrielian, our new Dean of the Manoukian Simon College of Business and Economics, to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business.
Will the recipients for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business please rise?
President Kirkiragan, it's a great pleasure for me, on behalf of the faculty of the Manoukian School of Business and Economics, to present the candidates for the degree of the Bachelor of Arts.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees and directors of the American University of Armenia, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Will the graduates of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business please come forward?
Mane Abrahamyan.
We go forward.
Lucine Abrahamyan. Anneta Aghajanyan. Armen Aghajanyan. Mary Aghajanyan. Victor Aghajanyan. Charlotte Akbari Masihi. Maria Aloyan. Mariam Aloyan. Anahit Andreasyan. Yeva Arivikyan. Elen Aslanyan. Anna Avetисyan, Shushanna Rakelian, Edita Avetисyan, Hasmik Avetисyan, Nejde Avusyan, Aida Babayan, Mariana Babayan, Seda Babayan, Lilith Badeyan, Hélène Bardasaryan, Vahagen Bazikyan, Lia Berberian, Alisa Çalakhyan, Lucine Çiçan, Gevorg Dabahyan, Anna Darpinyan, Maher Darpinyan, Susanna Davitavian, Haykuhi Davtyan, Julieta Davtyan, Anna Dravacyan, David Eloyan, Hrant Galustyan, David Gasparyan, Diana Gasparyan, Mariam Gevorkyan, Sona Ghazaryan, Anna Ghazaryan, Valeri Ghazaryan, Vanine Rumashyan, Tigran Ghishan, Karen Gishan, David Grigoryan, Diana Grigoryan, Gohar Grigoryan, Zaruhi Grigoryan, Stefani Gökçen, Anna Gülümyan, Natalie Gızraryan, Nora Hakhverdyan, Nancy Hakopjanyan, Diana Hakopyan, Lia Hakopyan, Lia Hakopyan, Liana Hakopyan, Mary Hakopyan, Նելի Հակոբյան, Մարկ Համազասպյան, Անի Հարությունյան, Աշոտ Հարությունյան, Դավիթ Հարությունյան, Դիանա Հարությունյան, Տամարա Հարությունյան, Յուրա Հայրապետյան, Նորայր Հայրունի, Մարիա Հովակիմյան, Արմեն Հովանիսյան, Էլեն Հովանիսյան, Լևոն Հովանիսյան, Նարե Հովանիսյան, Նարեկ Հովանիսյան, Գայանե Հովումյան, Նարեկ Ջարայան, Արման Կարապետյան, Լիզա Կարապետյան, Սոնա Կարգանյան, Արման Կազարյան, Նելի Կազարյան, Ռիտա Քեշիշյան, Արման Խաչատրյան, Հենրի Խաչատրյան, Լիլիթ Խաչատրյան, Սարգիս Խաչատրյան, Անի Խանդանյան, Հայկ Խեկոյան, Կատարինա Կարապետյան, Ռուբեն Կնյազյան, Մարտա Կոտոլյան, Եվա Լալայան, Արմեն Մակարյան, Անի Մալխասյան, Տաթևիկ Մալխասյան, Արմենուհի Մանջիկյան, Վանի Մարտիրոսյան, Պետրոս Մարգարյան, Ջավահիր Մարջանյան, Վիկտորիա Մեջլումյան, Նորայր Մելիքսեցյան, Աստրիկ Մելկումյան, Մարիաննա Մխչյան, Անի Մխիթարյան, Արշակ Մխոյան, Հայկ Մկոյան, Աշոտ Մկրչյան, Էլեն Մկրչյան, Գոհար Մկրչյան, Հայկ Մկրչյան, Լուիզա Մկրտչյան, Ամալիա Մնացականյան, Սահակ Մուխսի Խաչոյան, Մարիա Մուրադխանյան, Անուշիկ Մուրադյան, Նարեկ Նազարյան, Արտուր Նիկալայան, Կոկո Օհանյան, Հակոբ Օհանյան, Ինեսա Օհանյան, Նաիրա Պարոնիկյան, Աննա Պեպանյան, Աստրիկ Պետրոսյան, Մերի Պետրոսյան, Էլմիրա Պողոսյան, Իրինա Պողոսյան, Մարիամ Պողոսյան, Արեգ Սաֆարյան, Յուրի Սարգսյան, Աննա Սարգսյան, Արֆենիա Սարգսյան, Մարիաննա Սարգսյան, Մերի Սարգսյան, Աստրիկ Սարուխանյան, Արամ Շարոյան, Սոնա Շարոյան, Նազելի Շմավոնյան, Մարինե Սիմոնյան, Կարեն Սմբատյան, Մարիամ Սմբատյան, Գոր Ստեփանյան, Անժելա Սուքիասյան, Լևոն Թարոյան, Մարկ Թարոյան, Էդիտա Թարվերդյան, Մարինե Տիրացյան, Մարիետա Տոնոյան, Իրեն Թորոսյան, Արաքս Թովմասյան, Էլեն Թովմասյան, Արա Ծատրյան, Անի Թումանյան, Զարա Թումանյան, Հայկ Թումոյան, Լիա Եղոյանց, Մերի Յոլյան, Hasmik Zimoyan.
Now I would like to introduce Dr. Arto Van, Chair of Bachelor of Arts in English and Communications program, and Dr. Alina Karapegyan, Interim Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and Communications.
Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and Communications please rise?
President Dirk Urarian, it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the faculty of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in English and Communications.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees and directors of the American University of Armenia, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and Communications with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Will the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and Communications please come forward?
Adamyan, Hayk Alaverdian, Anna Amiryan, Gayane Aramyan, Mary Artinyan, Anna Arzumanyan, Elena Tanesyan, Nanar Avedisyan, Nane Avedisyan, Sona Azatyan, Vache Bedrosyan, Nina Baklachan, Garen Balkyan, Emma Barsegyan, Andranik Davtyan, Mane Davtyan, Galin Dechoyan, Lilian Demircan, Karine Dilanyan, Shoger Marie Dogramajan, Susanna Galstian, Susanna Ghazoyan, Julieta Gurcan, Gane Hakopian, Valérie Hakopian, Amalia Hambartsumian, Gülnara Hambartsumian, Vahan Hambartsumian, Arpine Hayroyan, Ani Harutunyan, Anna Harutunyan, Mariam Harutunyan, Sinara Isoyan, Armik İsrailyan, Vartan Canazyan, Sergey Javadyan, Anna Karapetyan, Mary Karapetyan, Marine Keklikyan, Arianna Khachatryan, Louisa Khachatryan, Mariam Khachatryan, Mariam Khachatryan, Elen Khanoyan, Arpine Kirakosyan, Kristina Kotancan, Tatevik Kürkçan, Diana Makaryan, Seda Manucharyan, David Manukyan, Nane Manukyan, Ani Martirosyan, Irene Martirosyan, Artyom Matevosyan, Nare Minasyan, Mariam Mirzoyan, Shorik Mkirchan, Gevorg Mnatsakanyan, Inessa Nadarina, Irene Nazaryan, Kristina Nersesyan, Diana Nersesyan, Greta Papazyan, David Pashinyan, Huri Pilibosyan, Armine Sahakyan, Donara Sargsyan, Laura Sargsyan, Marco Sargsyan, Anush Petrosyan, Tatevik Sargsyan, Marie Sevoyan, Լուսինե Սիմոնյան, Յանը Սարգսյան, Սնգրան, sorry. Տիգրան Ստեփանյան, Դանիել Թահմազյան, Մելինե Տոնոյան, Լուիզա Վարդանյան, Knarիկ Ոսկանյան, Ռոբերտ Ոսկանյան,
to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science.
Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science please rise?
President Gergregan, on behalf of the faculty of the Zavin and Sonia Akian College of Science and Engineering, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Computer Science.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees and directors of the American University of Armenia, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Will the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science please come forward?
David Hakopian, Ruben Ashurian, Elen Aslanyan, Rebecca Asrian, Zaruhi Avakian, Anna Avanesyan, Anna Bahumyan, Narek Barsumyan, Ruben Basentian, Nona Baitalian, Garo Berberian, Grigor Bezirganyan, Liana Harutyunyan, Mais Harutyunyan, Andok Hayruni, Nelly Hovanesyan, Oleg Hovsepian, Haik Isayan, Hilda Karakhanyan, Anastasia Karapetyan, Susanna Loretyan, Larissa Malkhasyan, Lilia Mamikonyan, Հովանես Մարգարյան, Նաիրա Մաթոսյան, Մերի Միրիջանյան, Վարլամ Մկրտչյան, Կարլոս Մուրադյան, Մարիաննա Օհանյան, Գագիկ Պապիկյան, Արման Փիլոյան, Թալին Սաղդասարյան, Շուշան Սահակյան, Վիոլետտա Սահակյան, Աննա Սարգսյան, Միքայել Սարգսյան, Ավետիք Սարիկյան, Էմմա Սարոյան, Սեդա Սեդրակյան, Տիգրան Սեդրակյան, Հենրիկ Սերգոյան, Դավիթ Շադունց, Հասմիկ Շահբազյան, Նելի Շահնազարյան, Գագիկ Շահումյան, Ռուբինա Շահքյան, Աննա Սիմոնյան, Հայկ Սիմոնյան, Հովանես Ստեփանյան, Մոնիկա Ստեփանյան, Աննա Տիգրանյան, Իրինա Տիրոսյան, Աննա Չնգրյան, Էլեն Թումասյան,
I would like to ask the audience to remain in their seats until all the officials, the students, and the faculty members have left the hall. I would like to add my words of praise to the 2019 graduates of the American University of Armenia and to their families. The university and our country have high expectations of you. We are confident that you will make us proud of your achievements.